Are you an apple shape looking to update your wardrobe a little bit? Then I may just have you covered in today's video. The new drop has launched from H&M and it's a bit of an edgy one. I really love this drop. It's a little bit different, yet it's going to mix and match very well with my existing wardrobe. Everything will be linked in the description box for you, but a few out of the comfort zone pieces for us apple shapes. Let's see if it works and let's get stuck into it. Per usual, when we have a lot to get through, I will go straight into the outfit and then we talk about the pieces as we go along. Everything is sold separately, even if it comes as a set, like this suit. You've seen me in a suit a gazillion times. You know I love my suits. I wear suits several times a week, that's being honest with you, and I just love them. And I fell in love with this not only because of the color, but also because of the collar. The color, let's start with the color. Look at this. It's a mix between brown and burgundy. I can't describe it, but it's stunning. And since I absolutely love both colors, this is just up my street. Now, next, I love the collar. And this is what I love about it because it's different from anything else I have. And I just think it's beautiful. It's a little bit Asian inspired, isn't it? I love it. I love it. It comes with the tie belt. It's not a tie belt, actually. It's an actual belt. But it's one of those that has these two loops here. And then you snake the belt in and out. And I can never get them right. So I would just tie this. That's being honest with you. Now, the blazer open, I think is a little bit boring and a little bit boxy. And I don't think the neckline is great on it. So I kind of feel I would only ever wear this closed and tied, which does limit it a little bit. But I think it'll still look great with other trousers I have in my wardrobe as well as jeans. Yeah, I can see that. It is fully lined and it does have the full long sleeve on it. There we go. It has a little split there, which is kind of nice. A good long sleeve on it. I would definitely need to roll it up just for a little bit of definition, but I really do love it. And then it came with the matching trousers. The trousers are fab as well. Not only do they have the same color, they have functioning pockets, but what I love the most about them is actually their elasticated waist. I feel like I'm wearing tracksuit bottoms and I love that. I love that. They are a little bit more on the straight side than they are the wide leg, but I still think that we have enough fabric so they skim lovely over the tummy. I don't feel, probably it's because I've tucked in, but they do go well in on the waist. I don't feel I look too boxy in them, and I could definitely wear them on their own without feeling that I had to wear the jacket. The only thing is there's no belt loops in it, and you know me, I prefer to wear a belt. So, but then again, if you have the belt on top of the jacket, you're not going to need a belt in the trousers. So, we'll see. I teamed up with a little top. This is just a little, I kind of thought this top might just work as a layering piece. I really do like it, but as you can tell, it's very low cut. I think it's so beautiful with these dainty little flowers on it. And then look at the edge of it. Isn't it beautiful? I actually thought this would look gorgeous underneath any blazer. Do you know, just leave it open and you could see that lace there. I thought that'd be beautiful, but it doesn't have a great fit, but it is stunning. So that's my first outfit. I really do love it, but I'm not like, wow, I have to have it. Quality is fab. It's simply just the blazer. I feel that it might be a little bit limited for me to wear it because it's only, I don't think it looks great when it's open. So that limits it a little bit, but you know me, before I decide, I always go and see if I can make outfits with it because the color is stunning. These pieces were love at first try. I bought them more so for fun, just to try them. I don't wear faux leather all that terribly much, and animal print and me, I don't really wear that much either. A bit of leopard print in a scarf or a pair of shoes maybe, but that's kind of the height of it. I'm in love. I'm in absolute love with both pieces. This leather jacket, look at the shape it gives me. Look at the shape. Now, I'm purposely closed it so you can see the full glory of it. And I must admit, closed, it's a little bit snug over the arms right here. I have a little bit restricted movement in it, but I don't think, even if they did have a bigger size, which I don't think they did, I think the shoulder seam would get too wide for me and I don't think it'll look very well. It has the tie belt, I hope you can see that, with these two little metal bits at the end, but it's like a thick kind of cord. It is the faux leather, but it's fab. It's just such a great detail. And I love that. How does it sit on the jacket? Oh, there's a tiny little loop in here that it sits holding on to. So you could just take it out if you don't want to wear the belt. if you're wearing the jacket open. Because look at this, even open, it gives me a great shape. Isn't that fab? And we could just take the belt out. I love this, and this belt, I could actually see that in a pair of jeans. That'd be cool too. I'm obsessed with the jacket. It is fab. Now, as I said, I kind of got these pieces more so for fun. Me in a print, first of all. I rarely wear print, and then going for zebra print. And I'm obsessed. Look at the fit of this skirt. It is, I would call it a faux leather as well. It's not faux leather, but it actually feels like animal skin. You can tell that it's faux, don't worry. But it's kind of hairy. It's fun, it's fab, and look at the figure that it gives me. Because it's a structured fabric, it just skims beautifully over my curves. All the lumps and bumps are hidden in the pattern, and it has enough of the A-line to balance out my body shape. It is absolutely amazing. I love the length of it. I think this would look fab with a pair of knee-high boot as well. Absolutely brilliant. They did have a matching jacket for it, I think it was, but unfortunately that only went up to a size large. Very disappointing. A lot of this collection only went to a large, and I wear extra large, and I really prefer when the pieces go up to extra large, so there's a little bit more scope. So that was a bit disappointing. But this skirt, it actually opens, I should tell you, it opens up in the front here. And I need to point out as well, please remember, I wear shapewear in every single outfit you ever see me in. I wear shapewear every day, and my shapewear is always linked in the description box. Isn't it fab? And then I find the t-shirt, like just quickly, the t-shirt, it's very thin, very kind of see-through. I feel that it's more like a thermal kind of t-shirt. That's the kind of feel that it gives me. But I must admit, as a layering piece under a jacket or blazer or something like that, I think this would be great. Again, I just love the lace detail, and I think that's what I'm kind of looking for. Something with a bit of detail in, because I have a lot of basic pieces as it is. I want pieces that are a little bit different. And by God, this skirt is different. I think I'm definitely going to have to keep that skirt, because I love it. It's stunning, and it's so much fun. I love this outfit. However, the practicality of the top may just not work for most people. However, it's great fun, and it's really, really out of my comfort zone. And I just really wanted to try it. We have this long fringe hanging here in the front, and it just kind of dangles down as you move. But what I love about it is the fact that it doesn't take anything away from my shape. I still have my waist defined. You can still clearly see that behind the fringe. And I love that. So it's not altering my figure. It's just doing something a little bit fun to the outfit. But I could just see myself dip this into the gravy as I'm eating, you know. But anyway, off the shoulder also is not a look that works for me, because I always wear a bra. I am on the search for a strapless bra for us with the large chest. However, as you know, I don't do underwear. So if I do find one that works for me, I will simply just post it on my Facebook page, and that'll be all you hear about it. But as I always wear a bra with a strap, the off the shoulder doesn't quite work. But nevertheless, I think it's lovely. It's a fun look. I really do think that. And it's a cute little top. It's a cute little top. It has a decent length as well. I just don't know how I could make it work in my wardrobe, but I really do love it. And then there's the trousers. Let me just swoop up this fringe here. We'll tuck that in for a minute. These trousers are fab. Oh my God, they are fab. They are kind of wide leg, but not really. They're that in between. But what I love about them is they have a lot of pleats here in the front, but they have the paperback waist, meaning they go up higher in the waist and still give us that hourglass figure without having too much extra fabric in the legs as well as in front of the crotch. So especially if you're petite, something like this might work. As you can tell, there's no tummy inside. They are really, really nice. They do have functioning pockets, and they came with the belt. Now, I do like the belt. I really like the belt buckle. I think that gives a great focal point to the outfit. However, it's one of those that you just slide the belt through. So there's no real structure to it, and it doesn't stay put. I have it well tucked up in the back here just so it doesn't kind of loosen out. So I would absolutely find a belt in the right color and replace this one, simply because this doesn't work for me. Lengthwise, they're actually decently well. I just popped on a heel just to finish the outfit, but you can tell they have a decent length. When I have flats on, they hit the floor just without hitting the floor. I just wanted to finish the outfit, which is why I put on the heel. So I love this outfit. I actually love all the outfits that I have picked up. That is all the pieces that I have for today. 3 outfits, so it wasn't a lot, but a lot of pieces that have that little bit of an edge to them. They're a little bit different, and yet I could mix and match it with my existing wardrobe, and I really, really like that, and that's why I wanted to try these pieces. So whichever pieces I'm keeping, I haven't decided yet, but remember, I will link everything for you in the description box, so if you're interested in any of the pieces, you can check it out down there. If you made it this far and tapped through the ads, thank you so much, because that's how you're helping my channel. Will you do me one last favor for today and leave me an orange heart in the comment? The heart is simply just to tell me and the algorithm that you enjoyed my content enough to stay to the end. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.